Mr. President.
Oh, again. Okay.
For the MC, don't forget you don't need to do it.
Your turn.
How much time I got?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Just
2
like
minutes,
that.
like me. She went 5, so you're good.
2 minutes.
At least all you bring your water up.
There's been numerous opportunities. I've been on the slate, I guess you could say, to talk, and for whatever reason, there's been more pressing club business to handle. So I have so much I want to talk about. Thank God for my sister. She keeps me on a leash. I would get up here to talk all night, but I know we are running probably on, what time is it?
Say 15.
But we want to hear what you have to say.
Lay it out.
Okay. Bring it to the right page.
Give it to us.
Okay.
You need to have his glasses?
You can't find
Thank
them.
I would know. Okay. Well, I have on my little list here before my speech to recognize a few people in the audience. One of them is our past district governor, Mr. Mark Lee, and Miss Margaret. I like to tell a story about Mark. The first time I laid eyes on that man was standing right in front of my father's urn at his funeral. That was hard, and I didn't know it. There were so many governors, past different district governors in that audience. I didn't know if he was a governor or a district governor, but him and Margaret in particular stopped when I was just, there was like a line coming through to, give their condolences. And Mark and Margaret just, I've never forgot it. I've never forgot it. And if it wasn't for him, Annette Mudd, Rob Roy, my sister, I wouldn't be standing here right now. I'll tell you that. I never saw this coming. I'm so happy I did it. You were right. It's in the DNA. And I plan to make you all proud. I promise you that. Glenn Swear. Davlin caught me walking into Amore Pizza the other day, bawling. I had just got off of a text with Glenn Swear because short of Dan Dortes, Glenn and my daddy and Dan, they tight. And when my daddy was gone, I turned to Glenn. And Glenn, thank you. Thank you. Dan, I was practicing what to say, or it runs through my head a lot, and I thought I'd be tearjerker talking about daddy. But that woman right there, spitting image, it's the same person. I swear it's the same person. She got it honest. And I think timing is everything, and I'm so happy she served as president already, because it's been such a blessing for me to just run across that hall and bug the crap out of her. And Cam, thank you. Especially during tax season. I could go around this room and talk about all of you, and we'll have hopefully more time to do that. But I got to get on to this speech. And before I do that even, there's a gentleman in the audience that is here today, and we did recognize him earlier, but that's past District Governor Lynn Broussard. Last minute addition to the program. There's a cool story. I hope we can get Linwood back for the sake of time to come be a program and tell us this story of the discovery of Don Frith as his long-lost brother. Did y'all know that? Yes, this is a revelation to me. I thought it was an awesome story, and I'd love to hear more about it, and I think our club would enjoy that story. Congratulations to you, too. All right, Gretchen. She's deserving all day long of both her and Davlin for what they do for our club. Gretchen, I'd like to call you, Don, and Flo up here. Is Flo with us tonight? Yeah, I see her. Can y'all come up here for a second? Run, Forrest. 2 years ago, I delegated a project that didn't get delivered. Tried again last year, it didn't happen. Finally, I got it done. I have a little something I want to hand to you three. I can tell you when my old man was on his final days there, he would pull himself off that oxygen tank just to get to your meal. Every Wednesday, I watched Doc Dortes show up on his cane right after throat surgery to come eat. So y'all are doing something right. Paige got a wedding with you guys. You guys do awesome work. And I wanted to recognize this a long time ago. And for this, I wrote a poem. Yeah, sing that special. So let me read it. Give me a rap song. A tribute to Gretchen, Don, and Flo. In the heart of Abbeville, a culinary delight, stands a trio of caterers, shining so bright. Gretchen, Don, and Flo, with their flavors so grand, their food a symphony, the best in the land. Gretchen, our treasurer, with a heart full of cheer, leads with grace in every endeavor so dear. Her committees thrive, the community service to hollow reed, a beacon of kindness, always ready to lead. Don and Flo, a duo unmatched, with a caterer's touch, their dishes so perfect, we all love them so much. Together they create, with passion and care, each bite a delight beyond compare. Always reliable, they never miss a beat. In their presence, our hearts find a sweet treat. Loved by all, their spirit shines through in every event, in all that they do. So here's to Gretchen, Don, Flo so dear. For the joy you bring, we all hold you near. With these aprons I'm about to give you, made just for you, know that our gratitude is heartfelt and very true. Thank you for your service, your love, your art. You've catered our events and warmed every single heart. May these aprons remind you of the joy that you spread with every dish, every smile, and every kind word said. Thank you all. That looks better than what they're wearing, right?
That looks good. Ready?
Got it? Okay.
And it won't get dirty.
Let me speed through this. Speed dial. I ain't moving that. Let's just read. I thought it was best to prepare a written speech for tonight, with this being such a formal affair and all. For those who have worked closely with me, y'all know how fired up I can get, and this speech is my dog chain. Okay? It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight as the 2024-25 president of the Rotary Club of Abbeville. I am truly humbled by the trust and confidence you have placed in me, and I am excited to embark on this journey with all of you. As we just saw in this video, our club knows how to have a lot of fun, and it's been a blast to do the public image stuff for this club, because it feels like all we do is throw parties around here. That's really what we do. And it's just Stay on my speech, Todd. I have made it clear, as you can see on your programs, that communication is going to be the focus of my presidency. I feel we can do a better job there. Stay on your speech. I think we're doing a good job with communication, but I believe there's always room for improvement. I'm pretty confident all of you would agree with that statement. There's always room for improvement when it comes to our communication. And I hope to facilitate more of that. Good communication is the cornerstone of any successful organization. It transformed our club by enabling us to operate more efficiently, engage more deeply, and achieve our goals more effectively. Timely and clear communication allows us to address issues promptly, celebrate our successes together, and keep our momentum going. You know, all this enthusiasm in this room has to continue. It has to continue. And the only way that happens is you guys sharing posts, talking to each other, and doing all the right things to promote this organization and the wonderful work we do. There's a section in your program that addresses my vision, so I don't have to get into that too much. Please take those home. I know there's a lot in there. I put a lot into that so that I didn't have to talk too much. Okay? In the coming weeks, I'm very proud to introduce the all-new Rotary Engagement Forum. I was just talking to the governors about this. I've had this idea for a couple of years. It's something I want to implement the first Tuesday of every other month, starting in the even number of months, where our club is going to have more club assemblies, where we are all able to communicate and talk about club business, learn about district issues, learn what's coming downwind, talk about our business more, and educate about Rotary and all the things we do with the foundation. I can go on and on. We don't do enough of that, and I think y'all always agree with that as well. Right, good. Next page.
Just do it, bro.
Let's just
Let
do
it
it.
go. Let it go.
I hate rushing.
Let it go.
Don't
Do it.
rush.
You good?
All right.
Don't rush.
This new commitment to improve communications began with visiting with our after-hours team back in April under the Oaks, and then again with our past presidents who came to the Caldwell Center, or Caldwell House, to discuss business. I wanted to hear from our leaders what they like, what they don't like, what we need to do. Let's communicate, let's talk. And I left there with two pieces of advice that stood out to me. One, from Mr. Jim Russo, who is not here right now. Jim's advice to me was, keep doing what we do best. Don't change it. Why change it? It's working. I think that's good advice. Wouldn't you all agree with that? Dan Dartez, be a good listener like Don Chauvin. He's right. Don's communication skill, unmatched to me. This feedback was both welcome and appreciated, and I fully intend to adopt these suggestions and provide effective leadership. That is what the old man would have expected. This is where I'm at the old man. Most all of you know him already. I don't have to tell you who he is. He's a well-respected and accomplished Rotarian whose passing in October started me on this Rotary journey. His legacy lives on in many lives that he touched right here in this room. There were countless leaders molded by my old man. He believed deeply in the power of leadership, the importance of giving back to the community, and the value of the four-way test. Of all the things we think, say, and do as Rotarians, I heard that my whole life. He was firm and a loving parent, always pushing us to strive for excellence in everything we did and to lead. And then I got a little story to tell right here about Dr. Dartez. And my old man, my 9th grade, two-a-days football, there's Don and Dan sitting on a tailgate with the whole Booster clan watching us practice. At the end of practice, Jerry Harrington sent us around the track, and there we are just all jogging together in the middle of the pack. I was, like everybody else. When I got in that car, he knows, when I got in that car, you know, you could touch a kid back then. He would grab me up, tell me you ain't never doing that again. Not when I'm sitting out there especially. And I didn't even want to do it because he'd find out anyway. He expected us to lead. He expected us to go, to set the pace. And that's what he instilled in every one of his children. The mayor came up to me, you were born for this. Thank you, Mayor. I hope so. I certainly hope so. And we're going to pressure the mayor because you saw how many times she was in that video. She's coming. She's coming. But there's probably the best story I tell about my dad and his belief in leadership was the day I left for the United States Air Force. And I was standing in front of a Greyhound bus. And my mama is bawling. My baby's leaving. I was the firstborn. And I'm there hugging her neck. And she looks up at me, don't come home with a tattoo. That's all she was worried about. And then I turn around to my daddy, and he ain't crying. He's just looking at me, and he sticks out his hand and grabs my forearm, and he says, son, go be a leader. That was all he said. Then he gave me a hug, and I got on the bus. That was my whole life. That was my whole life. And you don't just wake up and be a leader. You lead by example. I plan to do that. Y'all better keep up.
Yeah.
Looking forward, as we move into the 2024-25 Rotary year, let's remember that our club is about community and fellowship. We know how to have fun, and that's a big part of being a Rotarian, and it's what makes it so rewarding. I'd like you to pay attention, if you would, could you all open your books that are on your table to the very center of the book. You will notice on the left-hand side there, I highlight a few of our upcoming events. My presentation a few weeks back was to highlight a lot of these a little more, show you the details of what's needed as a committee member on any of these items on these pages here. I'd like you guys, there's a lot of information in that book. As you can tell, it didn't take any time to put together. Study these books, but in particular, there's some websites on there, there's some QR codes. Go visit our community. I'm going to tell you right now, when Dad passed, they handed me the website. And look, I got to tell this story. I went to Daddy with a website when he was living. He deleted it. You ain't a Rotarian, son. Let them Rotarians handle that. That was his pitch to get me going, according to Mark Lee. I could sit here and talk to you all night about technology and the website and the webcams. The mayor just showed me our webcams. Did y'all know we were getting webcams? The city of Abbeville was getting webcams that Jules Hebert started, and Rob Roy and I got busy on Captel. We got the price, we got it to the mayor, she's all on board. I cannot wait to promote the most Cajun place on earth, Abbeville, Louisiana. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And you need to use it. Yes, that's the point. If I had more time, I would have picked 2 or 3 of these things in that book to talk a little bit more about. We're going to skip that, okay? Our club does thrive on the energy and enthusiasm of its members. By plugging into our events and our committees, you contribute to our success and enrich your own Rotary experience. All right, we're finished there. Pam, you ready? Click that slide.
How do I go?
Click the right arrow.
Oh,
Anybody recognize that? Oh, you went too fast. Go back.
My little finger there.
Where is that? What is that?
The ladies' room at the American Legion.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's awful.
No.
Awful.
That's disgusting. And that's you
It
ladies have
smells
come
like
up
it
to me, I
looks.
don't know how many times, and told me that. And I'm sorry that it looks that way, but guess what? Let's go to the next slide. One more.
A fake plant.
Every year a president gets to come up, I guess, with a grant where we can go apply for the district grant and to meet some worthwhile cause that we select. Every president typically does one. We had Tom Thompson, so busy doing bylaw stuff, I took it from him and just did it. Figured out how to do it, and I did 3 of them. I was ambitious. Overachiever. Click on that. The first one's going to be the women's bathroom at the American Legion. Yes. I hope we can go in there with a crew of Rotarians so we can save on, on some of that labor cost, and we can do what they call it, muck and gutting and all that good stuff. And we've got some demolition. We're going to list the gospel ready to go. If y'all ready I need some women. If you see what I say, here's your chance, ladies. If y'all want to talk about that bathroom, I don't want to hear it no more. I mean, y'all come tell me what frou-frou stuff y'all want, and let's go make that happen. Be a part of that committee. If you're looking for something simple to do in Rotary, just little things like this. Volunteer to do this. Be a part, get the fellowship with all these great people in here. And I'm excited about this for you ladies here. There have been some rumors about moving y'all's bathroom to the back, and maybe the boys take the front. I don't know. But all those things are in motion right now. Let's look at the next grant. There you go, Mayor. We got the new Lafitte Park. Rob Roy called me and said, Todd, if you're going to do more than one grant, why don't you do some water fountains? I said, get me the stuff. There it is. He contacted an outfit out of Crawley, I believe. Put some clean drinking water, if they get approved, of course. We got to still get these things passed. But that's going to be nice, and Pam and I took a nice walk, that long walk from Fax 5 to Lafitte Park, and boy, we were blowing.
You brought
It was hot. And we just
Use some water fountains when you got
yeah, that's right. That water would have been handy. But I'd love to see a pavilion out there. If you haven't been out there, that's a beautiful space. Abbeville that is just a beautiful, you got to take your dog and go for a walk. The new pier out there, it's going to be a worthwhile, it's near and dear to Miss Peggy. She told me that's her family's old property. And so we're going to have a lot of people who are going to want to jump in on this committee and participate. Let's go one more. And then lastly, we do a lot for the Christian Service Center where we help them with their meals program. That don't necessarily help those that live way out in the outskirts of our parish. With this outfit here, the outreach, Party Meals Outreach, services those deprived areas. And poverty is not just limited to our city limits. So if we get approved for the third grant, we're going to go by those folks. They're just moving into a new building. They don't have a refrigerator. They don't have a window unit yet. $2 grand will go a long way in helping to get all that done, and we're going to need some help. Okay? If you look at your cell phone, get to that right here, right now. I like a show of hands. If the folks who could commit to me right now, in the next day, week, or month, to get on your phone, get on your PC, and go visit that committee's page. You see where it's circled there on the right? On your cell phone, that's what it looks like. Over the last year, I've been in a closet doing that. With everything else I'm doing, I am more proud of the work I've done in that committee's page than the whole website. I've outlined every project, every event, every committee, what it does, how you get involved, what you do when you own it, why you do it. Go read. Please commit to me to go read and see what we do. Engagement starts right there. You guys got to go start right here. It's so easy to get on a committee. In your book, you'll see all those voluntold positions have been assigned. I did, the chart that Brady used to have in our meetings on the easels. It's in your book. It's going to be on the web page. It's easy to find it if you don't want to know who to talk to. Okay? Leaders cannot lead without someone to lead. Y'all agree with that, right? You're talking to nobody, you ain't doing nothing, right? Got to have some help. It is my hope that with this renewed focus on communication, it provides us all with the tools and the resources we need to get the most out of our membership. and discover a new and renewed passion for service. I look forward to continuing to serve alongside all of you, and I appreciate your volunteerism and the ongoing commitment to Rotary. I want to thank you for trusting me with this honor. I am excited to lead our incredible team, and I can't wait to see what we all accomplish together. Let's channel our energy and passion into every project and every opportunity. With the magic of Rotary and the guiding light of our four-way test, we are poised to make an extraordinary impact. Let's embrace the future with enthusiasm, make a difference in our community, and create a year filled with success and service. I love this family. I'm looking forward to the ride. Let's go have some fun and change the world with the magic of Rotary. Drop the mic, baby. I'll see y'all on the 4th of July in our parade in the US. Follow us on Facebook for all the details.
I'm gonna take a, go over there, I'm gonna get everybody.
You want to sit down or stand?
It don't matter. Okay, you have an app.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, so we thank you guys all for coming on behalf of Kristen and myself. Y'all have a good night.
Put up a couple of bucks.
Congratulations again.
Thanks again. Appreciate it.
All right, I will see y'all later. We're gonna get those trees.
They want us to do that while people are still here.
Yep, you too. You need something, let us know. Did you work on it? No, she was somewhere. You're serious. I think